The modern man is caught in a subtle, often invisible crisis, a famine of inner power. He possesses more material comfort and access to instant pleasure than any generation before him. Yet he often walks through life feeling hollow, unmoored, and perpetually searching for a validation that always slips away. We are taught to chase power, externally through wealth, status, and fleeting conquest. But this pursuit leaves a profound, energetic void where true self-possession should reside. Before we go deeper into semen retention mastery, subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram community, link below. You'll get guidance, insights, and exclusive updates designed to accelerate your growth. Stay connected. Your discipline, focus, and transformation begin right here. This void is a reason for the fragility of the contemporary male ego. It is brittle because it relies on external props. It is insecure because the foundation of self-mastery is missing. When the core energy is habitually dispersed and scattered, the man becomes a slave to impulse, reacting to the world instead of acting upon it, leading to a constant, nagging sense of depletion that no amount of success can ever truly resolve. Semen retention is not merely a practice of abstinence. It is an act of alchemy. It is the conscious, disciplined choice to take the most potent creative energy a man possesses, the very life force, designed for procreation, and intentionally transmute it. Instead of allowing this force to be scattered in a moment of fleeting pleasure, you redirect it inward and upward, elevating your energetic state and fundamentally altering your interaction with the world. To squander this vital essence is to deplete the body's most precious reserves, which the ancients called the elixir of life. Every dissipation is an energetic tax, often resulting in immediate physical fatigue, mental dullness, and a pervasive, subtle guilt. This cycle reinforces a pattern of weakness, where an internal impulse triumphs over deliberate will, eroding self-trust brick by brick. The man who conserves, however, begins to build an internal empire. He replaces the immediate surrender with profound self-control. This practice is the crucible where genuine confidence is forged, not through loud boasts or peacocking, but through the quiet, consistent knowledge that he is the undisputed master of his own most compelling biological force. This mastery translates into an irresistible energy, an unmistakable presence that operates at a level deeper than words or appearances. It is a magnetic field generated by the high voltage of conserved vital energy, attracting opportunities, respect, and, crucially, the discerning attention of those whose instincts seek stability and power. The secret to this transformation is not new. It is, in fact, an ancient code of conduct, a discipline practiced by ascetics, warriors, and sages across millennia. It is the wisdom modern men, steeped in consumerism and hedonism, were allowed to forget. And its loss explains much of the widespread energetic poverty in today's world. Consider the ancient fact of brahmacharya in Vedic and yogic traditions of India, dating back thousands of years. This term literally means conduct conducive to Brahma, the ultimate reality, and represented the conservation of Oyas, the body's spiritual and physical vigor refined from semen. Ancient texts promise that the conservation of Oyas grants unparalleled strength, memory, and spiritual radiance. In China, the Taoist masters spoke of Jing essence, which they considered one of the three treasures. Jing Qi, Shen, Taoists practiced specific internal arts, not just to retain Jing, but to circulate and refine it, believing this conservation was the key to longevity, genius, and even immortality. This wisdom formed the foundation of advanced internal martial arts and spiritual practices. Similarly, in various esoteric schools, from ancient Kemet, Egypt to Western alchemical traditions, the sexual fluid was viewed as a potent creative substance, a primal energy that could be used for either physical procreation or, through transmutation, for the creation of the self. The philosophers and power holders of old understood this energetic trade-off implicitly. The reason this practice was restricted or highly valued in ancient societies was simple. A man who can master himself on this fundamental level is inherently difficult to control by external forces. He possesses an independent, unshakable will, making him a formidable force in any undertaking, whether it be spiritual enlightenment or ruling an empire. By dismissing this ancient wisdom as mere folklore or outdated moralism, modern man has unwittingly thrown away the keys to his own energetic sovereignty, exchanging true, resonant power for cheap, instantaneous relief that costs him his vitality and his sense of self. The first, most immediate reward of retention is a surge of vitality. The energy that would have been discharged is redirected to repair, revitalize, and supercharge the nervous system. The persistent, laudable physical fatigue that many men mistake for normal life begins to recede, replaced by a clean, sustained, energetic hum. This physiological upgrade directly translates into a powerful, clear mind. The conserved Yijing ascends to the brain, manifesting as enhanced neural activity. The notorious brain fog dissolves, replaced by a crystalline clarity, superior recall, and an ability to hold complex thoughts and problems in focus for extended period. The man in retention becomes a decision architect. He can see past the immediate noise and chaos, making choices that serve his long-term vision rather than his short-term comfort. This intentionality in decision-making is instantly recognizable as high-functioning competence, a silent sign of a man who knows where he is going. Emotionally, the change is staggering. The volatile, reactive temperament of a depleted man smooths out into a deep, unshakable equanimity. You become the eye of the storm, capable of observing stress and conflict without being immediately pulled into its drama. This calm is a superpower in the modern world. Retention is also a powerful therapy. When the usual escapism is blocked, the conserved energy can bring suppressed emotional baggage, past traumas, and deep-seated insecurities to the surface. Facing these internal ghosts without immediate discharge forces genuine healing and psychological integration. The resulting emotional stability is not numbness, but resilience. You become less susceptible to slights, less bothered by setbacks, and less reliant on external sources for your mood regulation. This self-contained emotional architecture makes you reliable, trustworthy, and profoundly attractive to stable people. This journey is the relentless, daily conquest of the lower self. Each day of successful retention is a tangible, irrefutable victory of will over instinct. This private, sacred success builds a foundation of self-respect that is immune to external criticism or praise, making the man truly free. And this freedom leads to the glorious death of neediness. Neediness, the ugly disease of the modern spirit, is the frantic attempt to extract energy or validation from others. It repels success, opportunity, and genuine connection because it signals desperation and emptiness. The retained man, operating from a place of energetic overflow, has no need to take. His interactions are instead driven by a desire to contribute value, presence, and focus. This fundamental shift from extraction to contribution flips the dynamics of every relationship he enters. He is not defined by his desire for attention, but by his purpose. The massive energetic surplus is channeled into his mission, his craft, and his highest creative endeavors. He becomes a furnace of productivity, relentlessly pursuing meaningful output, which is the truest expression of masculine energy. Now, let us turn to the undeniable, magnetic effect this transformation has on the external world, and specifically, on the discerning instincts of women. The change is not in appearance alone, but in aura. She can't ignore you now because you are broadcasting signals of high-value stability. This magnetism bypasses logic and speaks directly to her primal, biological imperative for a secure, focused, and powerful mate who can provide and protect, not just physically, but energetically. The first thing she notices is your gaze. The retained man holds eye contact with a penetrating, unhurried calm. There is no anxious shifting, no darting away. It is an open, honest, yet powerful gaze that communicates, I am here, I am present, and I am in control. This directness is deeply disarming and magnetic. The second signal is the resonance of your voice. When the vital energy is fully circulating, it adds a deeper, more grounded quality to your speech. You speak slower, with more weight and certainty, avoiding the high-pitched, anxious chatter of the scattered man. Your words carry authority because they originate from a deep, calm center. Your physical movement also changes. The jerky, restless, anxious movements of the dissipated man are replaced by smooth, deliberate, and efficient motion. This unhurried pace conveys an internal certainty, a lack of urgency because you trust your process and your power. This stillness is command. The energetic surplus, the oyas, is often described as creating a visible glow or luminescence, particularly around the eyes and skin. This vitality signals robust health and genetic superiority, speaking a language that is deeply rooted in subconscious attraction, which is why ancient texts linked it to radiance. The conserved energy makes you naturally non-reactive to the petty dramas and tests that often characterize early interactions. Where a depleted man would become defensive, angry, or needy, you respond with amused detachment and emotional steadiness. This unflappable nature screams leader. She notices the fact that you are not seeking validation from her. You approach her as a whole man, not a half man looking for completion. This lack of neediness creates an immediate chase dynamic as she senses an independence and self-sufficiency that is both rare and highly desirable. The energy you carry is a safe harbor. In a world full of emotionally volatile, inconsistent, and internally fragmented men, the retained man offers a grounded, reliable presence. He is a rock, and the instinctual feminine energy naturally seeks to anchor itself to that kind of unyielding stability. Your creative output and dedication to your mission becomes a profound magnet. She sees a man who is actively building something of worth, be it a business, an art, a career, or a legacy in. She recognizes that the energy fueling this drive is the same powerful, conserved energy you possess. When you speak, you are completely present, giving your full, undivided attention. This profound act of presence makes her feel truly seen and heard, a sensation so rare in distracted modern society that it immediately sets you apart from every other man she encounters. The discipline required for retention bleeds into every area of your life, from physical fitness to financial management. This holistic excellence is a unified signal of a man who is a good steward of his own life, a trait women instinctively trust and admire. The ancient secret, therefore, is not about punishing the self, but about respecting the sacred potential contained within the sexual energy. It is recognizing that this energy is not just for pleasure, but the core fuel for high-level existence, and choosing to utilize it for maximum effect. Retention forces you to become brutally honest about your other vices and escapisms. Since you can no longer run to your default pleasure, you are compelled to face and fix the underlying reasons for your unhappiness, creating a man of true integrity, not just surface performance. This practice elevates your standards across the board. The low-quality food, low-quality entertainment, and low-quality relationships that you tolerated while depleted now feel jarring and repellent. You naturally gravitate towards excellence because your own inner bar has been raised. The confidence is built on earned suffering. It comes from saying no to the loudest, most demanding part of your biology, day after day. This is a personal achievement far more valuable than any trophy, and that silent achievement radiates as pure self-authority. The internal transformation is akin to a spiritual awakening. Many practitioners report a stronger connection to their intuition, a greater sense of life's purpose, and a feeling of alignment with a higher power. This spiritual grounding adds an almost mystical layer to the magnetic aura. This magnetic quality is not about manipulation, it is about vibrational alignment. By operating at a high, clean frequency, you automatically filter out low-quality interactions and attract people, opportunities, and events that match your elevated state of being. She can't ignore you because you represent a true alternative to the common, scattered man. You are the embodiment of discipline, intention, and self-mastery, attributes that are universally seen as the peak of masculinity, regardless of cultural background or personal preference. The deep self-respect you cultivate means you are unafraid of confrontation or setting boundaries. You don't tolerate disrespect, not with anger, but with calm finality. This ability to protect your boundaries is a fundamental display of strength that others implicitly respect. The commitment to retention is a permanent declaration that you are prioritizing your long-term vision over any momentary desire. This vision is palpable to others. They see a man who is playing a long game, not a desperate scramble for immediate wins. This practice is the ultimate antidote to the pervasive feeling of emasculation in modern society. It is the reclamation of internal authority, proving that you have the power to define your own state of being, regardless of societal pressure or cultural expectations. The energetic charge you carry also impacts your work ethic. Projects that once seemed tedious are now approached with a focused intensity and creative vigor that leads to exceptional results. Your competence becomes self-evident, earning respect effortlessly. Imagine the subtle pride of knowing that while others are distracted and depleted, you are quietly accumulating power and clarity. This silent, internal knowledge is the engine of the unshakable confidence that permeates your posture and expression. The magnetic pull is a response to the biological signal of a man who is unbroken. He has not surrendered his life force. He has conserved it and refined it, signaling a potent, disciplined energy that is rare and therefore highly prized. The ancient masters understood that this conserved essence was literally the fuel for genius. When this energy is channeled into art, philosophy, or problem solving, the results are often extraordinary, marking the man as a high-potential individual. Retention transforms you from an anxious consumer of life, always chasing the next high, into a calm, deliberate creator of your reality. This fundamental shift in role is the source of genuine, effortless authority. The energy becomes an internal guidance system. When the mind is clear and quieted by the absence of base urges, your intuition sharpens. You start making lucky choices, guided by an inner compass that others cannot perceive. This is why the confidence is magnetic. It is rooted in knowing, not hoping. You know your value because you have proven your discipline to yourself in the most private and demanding arena of self-mastery. She sees a man who is deeply present and connected to his own core, a man who is not emotionally dependent on her or anyone else for his happiness. This self-contained fulfillment is the definition of sovereign masculinity. The consistent, subtle overflow of your conserved energy naturally lifts the moods of those around you. You become a source of positive, clean energy, making you the preferred company of everyone, not just those seeking a romantic partner. Retention forces a continuous process of self-improvement. Because the energy is high, the standards must match. You are constantly seeking to optimize your body, mind, and environment to be worthy of the vital force you are conserving. This journey is not about becoming a saint, but about becoming a king in your own domain of your mind, body, and spirit. It is the reclamation of the inner throne that was abdicated in favor of fleeting external pleasures. The ultimate tragedy of the modern man is that he is often an energetic pauper living in material luxury. Semen retention reverses this, making him an energetic millionaire, whose intrinsic wealth transcends the fluctuations of the external world. The deep, quiet certainty this practice instills is a form of moral courage. You gain the strength to stand up for your beliefs, to speak difficult truths, and to act with integrity, knowing that your internal source of power cannot be diminished by opposition. All right, you've got this incredible energy now. Don't let it dissipate. Before you click off, prove you were here. Smash that like button, and if you're serious about this journey, hit subscribe right now. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. The confidence is magnetic because it is a demonstration of spiritual adulthood. It is the sign that you have graduated from the childish pursuit of instant gratification to the mature, disciplined pursuit of long-term vision and lasting power. This ancient secret, when reclaimed, is the master key to unlocking the powerful, purposeful, and profoundly magnetic man lying dormant beneath the layers of modern cultural conditioning. It is an invitation to stop seeking validation and start radiating presence, to stop chasing and start attracting, and to understand that the true secret to captivating her attention lies not in external performance, but in unyielding internal mastery. Embrace the discipline, conserve the essence, and witness the transformation from a scattered self to a sovereign entity, a man whose quiet power and magnetic confidence command respect simply by his existence.